Hey, you. Let's shift our reality.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back. It's me, Lonnie, from ilovelonnie.com or Talk Lonnie the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Thank you for being here. Today's episode, or this episode, is going to be about you are what you watch. So if you haven't seen my video, you are who you attract. You are who you hang around. You are what you listen to. Please go back and listen to those. But you are what you watch as well. So I love me a good movie. I really do. And I think it's because I love reading. And I always used to say that reading is like a movie when it's a good book. And watching a movie is like reading a good book. Oh my goodness. Like I've been reading basically my whole life. And ain't nothing like just that book that you can't put down, which is kind of like a movie. So I say that to say I love movies, but I also have been more mindful of the movies that I watch because they hold frequencies, they hold energy, or they change your energies as well. I'm an empath, so I ain't gonna say anything could change my energy, but my energy can be changed pretty easily. And that's why I have to be more mindful of the things that, I'm around and what I'm putting my positions I'm putting myself into because, my energy is very sensitive and I know that now. So I'm more conscious about scenarios and situations I put myself into. So, for example, movies. Horror movies used to be my favorite genre. I used to love me a good scary movie. I don't know why. I always have. And now I'm just like, now that I'm more, aware, why do I want to watch a movie that have me on edge or have me scared or paranoid or just thinking or whatever it is that it caused you to go through while you're watching it? Life is scary enough sometimes. Why do I want to be entertaining myself with things that's going to scare me? I can go, never mind. But you know what I'm trying to say. And then you watch it enough, these are experiences that's in your mind and that are going to manipulate your way of thinking in a lot of things. And then now it could bring you to be paranoid about certain things or just like thinking certain things can happen just because, it happened in a movie, which I do say movies speak the truth of the world, but that's a whole nother, subject. But basically you watch it enough, that's going to be things in your spirit. So that's things that you carry home is changing your energy, whether you now just kind of on a lower vibrational energy or it could increase your energy. It depends on the person, really. It just depends on how it makes you feel. Basically, the energy that we are putting out is the energy that the universe has to return back to us. Like, it has to. So, whether you believe it or not, that's just what's going to happen. Okay? So, I choose not to put out, scared, terrifying energy because I'm not trying to be receiving no scenarios that have me scared and terrified in real life because that's how that works. So I had to be mindful of that. And sometimes these things happen and we don't really notice it or we don't pay that much attention to it or we don't connect the dots. But that don't mean it's not happening. Now, First 48, that used to be my favorite show at one point. But I'm an empath, like I mentioned. My energy changed. And also I feel for other people. I could feel physically, emotionally, it don't matter. And when I mean physically, I mean like literally feel it like in my body. Whatever that person is going through is pretty crazy. So I definitely don't put myself in certain situations because of that. I protect my energy very, very strongly. So I would say First 48 used to be my favorite show, but then I started figuring out like I used to be sad. I used to be feeling so sad, like feeling sorry for the family and all that. Like, why am I entertaining myself? Why on my free time do I choose to be sad? So once I realized that's what was happening, I had to stop watching the show. So ever since then, I have not watched that show. It's been some years now, a bunch of years actually. And I'm more mindful of what I watch, how it's gonna make me feel once the movie go off. Is it gonna have me mad? Is it gonna have me looking at the next person sideways? I'm more aware of what I'm watching now and how I want to feel, because like I said, energy is very real. So now I basically choose to watch things that are, happy, funny, and every now and then I might watch a little suspense movie, but not really horror. I don't watch horror no more for real. Like, all the Annabelles and all of them type of movies, like true supposed to be scary movies, stuff that I don't need to be experiencing in my real life, basically. So those are things that I've been choosing not to watch. So it's completely up to you and what brings you joy. Some horror movies might bring somebody, joy. You might not be scared of it. You might get a kick out of something else from the horror movie. As long as everybody's safe and gonna continue to be safe, then do your thing. Because everything affect everybody differently. So I'm not going to, say don't watch a scary movie. But if you watch scary movies and you get into it enough and, like it's supposed to be a good movie enough to have you scared, then be mindful, of how you be feeling after that. So basically just protect your energy. Go back and watch my other videos, please. Thank you for being here and I'll see you in the next one.